Cool, guys. So today's call is not the usual mindset presentation. I'm not sure if everyone here knows, but we have started working with Peter and his team. They're experts at outreach, been doing it for about 15 years, so quite a lot of experience in many different industries. And essentially what we're doing with it is introducing um, two different systems. One is LinkedIn, one is email. Now, with email, the only thing is it's slightly complicated. So what we're doing is we're doing it with one person at the moment, and we're going to record each step so you guys can basically just copy them. But for right now, we're doing the simplest system first, which is a LinkedIn one. And inshallah, we have Peter to kind of do these one-on-ones, not one-on-ones as in group calls with us every single week for the next 2 months. So inshallah, everything will be covered. And I'll let Peter take over. I'm sure he has something prepared to kind of teach us the new LinkedIn system. So I'm very excited for this. I'll let you take over.
All right, thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so first of all, super nice to meet you all. I have been looking into the strategy that you're using, and it's a very interesting one. So it's going to be fun to see what we can do on LinkedIn and email. Just before we start, I'm just going to give you a quick background. My name is Peter. I have been running campaigns, as I said, for 15 years. I'm running a art agency, so I sell street art and graffiti, and we paint big properties and offices and go to festivals around the world. So these methods that I'm going to show you now, that was something that I found when I wanted to learn how to sell art. So we need to get hold of property owner, and we need to get meetings. So we did this for our agency, and at first it was just built up in house, and then eventually it became a standalone project where we took in other projects and we did campaigns on behalf of other people. So we've been doing that now for 15 years in total. And now we're working mainly with business high tickets outreach. So our methods is personalized marketing. So it is that we will target the correct people. I know that you have certain niches that you're working towards. We're going to target them with personalized messages. And the idea is that our messages are not going to come off as a spam message. It's not. This is not about sending bulk and sending as much as possible, and then fingers crossed something is going to come back. This is going to be targeted, personalized, and yields a good return. So as he said before, we're going to do two different types of campaigns: email and LinkedIn. For email, we need to have a domain and an email set up and configured. So as he mentioned before, it takes a little bit longer. But LinkedIn is very straightforward. So I have put together a short task list, basically with all the steps from here until when we go live. And the idea is I'm going to walk you through them today. So I don't know.
Quick one.
Yeah.
You know the ClickUp link that you sent to me. Obviously, I've logged in, but my question is can everyone here be just sent that same link and then they can just log in? Is that how it works?
Normally we would do one for each person, but that's up to you. The only difference if you share it is it's basically like a to-do list. So once you've done a task, you can tick it off, and then you know where you are in the process. So for that reason, it could be good that they have one each, but otherwise it would just be that you don't tick the boxes and then everybody has access to the same one.
No, what I mean is, like, how can I give them the actual course and everything? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, so I just need the emails and then I'll send out access to each one.
But I feel like that would be just, I mean, we can discuss how to send it to everyone, but yeah, essentially, if you want, I could share my screen if that's what you want to show, or you want to share your screen. What do you want?
Yeah, I can share. So I made it really simple.
Yeah,
because LinkedIn is much more straightforward.
Also, guys, like if you're wondering, like, what does art have to do with agency space? Because Peter, they're not aware that agency is just basically done for you work, and it can be a sales agency, it can be social media marketing, which we're doing. We can basically essentially to go down into a much deeper level, we're doing a lead gen agency, as it's the simplest one for a beginner to start, because you can just outsource the lead gen work to just a simple media buyer, and that's all you have to do, because that's why I'm teaching it. It's beginner friendly. There's all sorts of different agencies. I used to run a sales agency where we used to go into companies and basically do all their sales. So there's many types of agencies, so don't get confused. Like, what does art have to do with agency? But yeah,
yeah, sorry.
But now your agency does this B2B prospecting with different businesses, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry if that was unclear. So I initially started a street art agency, and then that became into outreach marketing agency. So now I'm running since 12, 13 years back. It has been a standalone marketing agency where we're helping businesses to sell business to business high ticket items.
Right. So basically, now you're just doing a proper standard agency that everyone usually
Yeah.
thinks of. I just didn't want them to get confused, like what does art have to do with anything?
Yeah,
But
no, that makes sense.
no, I'll let you continue. Yeah. What were you saying with the email and all the checklists, etc.?
Yeah, so I have put together a small checklist just to see first where we are. Does everybody here have a LinkedIn account? Maybe I should turn
No, I
the
mean,
question if there's somebody who doesn't have a LinkedIn account.
yeah. What we usually do, Peter, is one if it's a yes, two if no. So it's a much more efficient way to go about it.
Got it,
So
got it.
just drop a one in the chat if you do, two if you don't.
Okay.
You see the chat, right?
Yeah, I see it. So most have, a few doesn't. So no problem. Okay, so I'm going to share screen here. Um, Maybe I should give just some context to how we're going to reach out on LinkedIn. So a little bit on how it works. So there's when I reach out on email and LinkedIn, I separate them in the way that LinkedIn is more of a networking platform. So what we're going to do now is we're going to find the targets that you want to reach out to, and then we're going to send personalized message to them. We're going to connect with them on LinkedIn, and we're also going to do things to increase conversion, such as endorsing their top skills, following them on LinkedIn. So we're going to use an automated tool that will do all of this for you. So we just need to set up the sequence in the tool. We launch the campaign, and then this automatically will happen. So automatically will reach out to new prospects that you're connecting with them, getting them into your network, and then starting conversations that you then can close deals from.
This AI was basically taking away the jobs of the first line writers, right? And now
Yeah.
need for them anymore. This is very interesting. Basically, guys, first line writing is, when people are doing outbounds, etc. You have to make the first line in a way where it catches their attention and they know that you've actually done the research on them. They don't feel like it's just a spam email that you've sent to everyone. And there used to be specific people that their only job was to write first lines for each individual prospect. But now this AI tool has completely got rid of their job. So which is interesting and very unfortunate for them. So that's why you need to kind of keep updating your skills and actually know what arbitrage is, as in just take something from here, sell it for much higher here. Yeah, we see your screen now, but I think it might be frozen. Yeah, I thought I was frozen. You guys can hear me, right? Peter, I think you're frozen if you can't hear us. Let me call him. I think he's just joined again.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Can you hear me fine now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It was because I'm sharing screen and recording, and
Maybe just turn off your video.
I did. So now
Yeah.
we'll see. Okay, can everybody see my screen now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So these are the steps that I put together that we need to do in order to go live with the LinkedIn campaign. So the first step was what we looked at now. Everybody needs to have a LinkedIn account. So if you don't have that, just go to linkedin.com, create an account. It's completely free. Next step is to set up your profile so that you come off as a professional and you look good when you're reaching out to people. So I have here, if you click first on this one here, you'll find a video where I'm talking about how to look online and how your profile should look for it to be converting well. I've also listed the things that we need to have here. For example, profile picture, and ensure that you have a professional picture. And then if you click on it, you have a little bit more information on what is a good profile picture. So this is the step: set up your profile, set up the profile picture, a headline, the about section, experience where you list where you're working, and then the featured section. So in each of these, there's more information exactly how that works. Once we're there, the next step is we're going to get minimum 200 connections. So if you have a new account or you have less than 200 connections, then it would be super good if you from today can go in, make a habit out of going into LinkedIn and then manually connecting with 10 to 20 people every day. The reason why we want 200 connection is because if you have too few connection, you will come across as a fake account. So it's always good to have a little bit more to have good reputation. After that, we're going to create a script. So this is the message that we're using to reach out to people. I have already created this for you. So if you click here, we have a sequence. We're going to try 3 different approaches. So we have one approach that is called soft pitch, and that's the first one we're doing. It's a very conversational. You don't go out with a hard pitch and try to sell straight away. Instead, you network your way into a conversation. So this one we're going to start with. There's also 2 other ways of approaching that I like, and one of them is a direct pitch, where you, instead of having a soft pitch like this, where you first network, you start by giving them the pitch. This usually have a little bit less conversion, but the ones who reply usually go straight to meeting. And then the third one we're going to do is just one where you're asking if you're talking with the right person. This is also very conversational, starts a lot of conversations, and then from there on, I will give you guidance on how you get to a booked meeting from there. So this is the first one, the soft pitch approach. You can find the messages here, and this in yellow is what is separating this vertical. So this is personal trainers. So if you're going to reach out to another one of your verticals, the words in yellow is what you're going to change.
So the offer statements for everyone else, you have your offer statements, just sure this is pretty self-explanatory, but just change the yellow part.
Yeah, exactly. So this one is for personal trainers. And then I know you're doing law firms or other verticals also. So this one, you can just replace the yellow words and it works for everybody. Down here, I also have a video that you're welcome to watch. It's just me walking through the thought process of creating a script. So you know a little bit on how I'm reasoning and why I'm phrasing it in the way I do. So that's that. Now we have a LinkedIn account set up. We have configured it so that the profile looks good. We have minimum 200 connections. We have a script. Next thing is to upgrade your LinkedIn account into premium. And when you do this, if you haven't done this before, you're getting a free month. So you can do this without paying for it. The reason why we want to upgrade to LinkedIn Premium is because then you're getting more leverage and more, you're allowed to reach out to more people from LinkedIn without them limiting you. Final thing is we're going to have a software that we're going to reach out, the one that's going to send all the connection requests and messages. And that one is called Meet Alfred. So we'll set up a free trial on Meet Alfred, and then we're going to import leads from Sales Navigator. So what I'm going to do is I'm still waiting for them to give me a free trial account. When I have it, I'm going to go in and set up in Meet Alfred exactly the steps. So I'll make a video for you that I'll put in here, so you can just follow that step by step. For now, there is text explanations, but you'll get videos for both of these. So we set up this account that we're going to do outreach with, and once that is up, we go live. So that is the whole process from where we are now until when we start reaching out and getting meetings.
So essentially, just to kind of clarify it, when you say go live, it just means when it's me, Alfred, it basically sends out those connection requests and you start connecting with people with that first message that is on the templates. And then basically you start those conversations. That's what you mean, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So basically, idea is set up your profile. Number two is clarify your script. Then number three is get the leads, then put it into this Alfred thing, and then just put the campaign live. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. And I will show, as I said, a video of this. It's very easy actually when you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which is basically the database of LinkedIn where they have all the contact information. You can go into LinkedIn Sales Navigator and you put on a filter. So you put, for example, put personal trainers in London, and then you just copy the URL on that page and put it in Meet Alfred. So that is how you import leads. It's very, very simple.
Yeah. So what we're going to do after this call is I'll just kind of quickly ask you how I can send it to everyone here in a much more efficient way, so we don't have to re-add someone or kind of manually have to do it. We'll figure it out. But whoever wants this system and wants to start doing it, which should be everyone, just shoot me a message on WhatsApp saying I or something, so I can just send it to you manually, and we'll find a way how to do that. But is there anything else that people should know about the LinkedIn system? It looks pretty simple.
It is very simple. So I try to now also make it as easy as possible. It really helps that you all have the same offer statement and you have the same verticals, so on. So I think that is it. The only thing is always use your own real LinkedIn account. LinkedIn struggles with fake accounts. I think around 30% on the platform is fake accounts. So they can sometimes ask you, for example, to send in a passport, a copy of your passport to verify that you are the person that you say you are. So if you would set up a fictive name and then you start doing outreach and then you start getting conversation, then you can get stuck in a control and you can't access your account if you set it up with the wrong name.
Now,
it should also be added quickly that there's a big added value in just connecting with these people because they are your optimal customers. So by connecting with them, you're also getting them into your feed, so you can post on your LinkedIn and then reach them free of charge.
Now, Peter, one concern that people have is LinkedIn is more for their career and their professional life, and they will want to combine the two. So a potential solution for that could be, let's say, for example, you have call upscale, whatever the case is. Make a new LinkedIn account called the upscale agency, but put your profile picture because people do business with people, right? Put your profile picture there, but call it the upscale agency. You think, Peter, that could work?
Yeah, it can work, but it can get stuck in the control because you reach out with a personal, like with the name, like so my Peter Brobeck must be my account. If I have, for example, Ninja Partners, my agency, that account cannot do outreach. It needs to be the personal one. But we can discuss and see how that will be, how we can do that best.
I mean, there's always a way around it. There's always a way. Like I know when I was doing it, they did have some heavy restrictions. When I was doing it, they didn't have any restrictions on how many messages you could send. But then there was also a time where there was the limitation that came for 100 a week. It's still 100 a week, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's always a way around it. You always get to work. You just maybe have to make it more personalized if you're sending less outreaches. So that was a solution for that. For this, kind of see what you can do.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. And Kashif,
and it should also be said, if some people are worried to use their own LinkedIn, but it should be said that we're not going to post anything on the profile. So nothing is going to be seen by, for example, the people that you now are connected with. They will not know that you're doing this outreach. The only one who will see the messages is the people that we're targeting to book meeting with.
Right. So nothing on your profile, like
nothing, no posts, no comments, no nothing like that.
Fair enough. I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. Then what's the harm, guys? Like you just use your normal LinkedIn, and then it's only the DM conversation that they're hearing. But yeah, Kashif, to ask something.
Yeah, brother. My question was, so is the objective here with what Peter shared, is to pick up the lead, sorry, and book in 50-minute consultation calls. Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically that's what the system is for. Yeah, so we're going to be using
Yeah.
LinkedIn, sending out those connection requests, using Peach's script and minute consultation. So this is something that you can use on top of the calling system. Calling system will still be the main one because obviously that's much faster than you can do IG or LinkedIn. But what I'll do is I'll add this as a official secondary system alongside calling, so you can do it together. And this one shouldn't take too much time anyway. So yeah,
And the
any
question
other
for Peter
questions,
was,
guys? Like,
yeah, sorry, a question for Peter was the messages you mentioned in the soft approach, are they all automated? So we'll be sending those numerous messages all in an automated system, correct?
Yes, exactly. So we start by sending connection requests, and then we're sending messages to them. I think it's 5 messages in total. And as soon as they reply to a message, the follow-up stops automatically. So you don't need to worry about it at all. You'll just get conversations into your LinkedIn account, and the rest will be completely automatic.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Peter.
No problem.
There's a couple of questions on the chat here. Sharik, no, you don't have to put anything on the profile. Nasreen, you could go on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's only a free trial. Go inside, see if you find the ideal niche. You don't, you can just skip the system. If it does, which most likely a lot of businesses are on here, I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah. I will also show how we can find these customers easily. You can both use industry, but you can also use keywords. So we will be able to. I will show how you can find all these.
That's in the video that you made over there, right?
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Any other questions before we roll out the system to you guys and you actually attempt it for this week, and then next week we can kind of cover, you know, the Q&A, etc. Like any other questions before we get straight onto it? No? Peter, there never really is questions. You know, these guys are
perfect. It must have been really clear. I'm happy about that.
You are very good. No.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this. It's a good system. I know that it will work for you also because I run many campaigns to similar industries. So I'm excited to roll this out.
Absolutely. They have their own offer statements that you can kind of put in to the script. Very simple, very easy. How much does the system cost?
So there's two packages for Meet Alfred. One is 59 per month and one is 99. If you want to try it out, the cheapest version, you can have the one from 59. You're then limited to running 3 sequences, and there's some things that you're limited with, but you can try that one out. If you want to go more on scale and really give it a go, the pro package of 99 is the best one, so you can run unlimited amount of sequences.
The rest of the stuff, it's free trial, so you can basically test it out without having to pay much. It's just the Meet Alfred thing, the campaign that will send the automated messages. That's the part that you have to pay for.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could do it manually if you really want to.
Okay.
That's an option. But yeah, any other questions? No? Sounds good. So all I need from you guys is on WhatsApp, just say, hey, send me the new system, and I'll manually send it to everyone. And then next week, what we'll do, the agenda would be, we'll just cover the Q&As, the basic setup questions that you might have. Unless you have the 200 connections already, which means you'll be able to kind of get everything started immediately. But yeah, inshallah, Peter is here with us for the next 2 months, and we're also testing out the email system with one of the brothers, just so we can kind of do it with him, and then basically show you screenshots, very, very simple stuff, and you can just follow along easily. Guys, this is the definition of the quantum leap that I've talked about many times, is basically taking the step. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to do it. Action, analyze, adjust. We're going to analyze what happens in the next 2 weeks, and then I'll adjust. We'll make Q&As. We'll do this, that. What I thought was a quantum leap for myself for this program and to improve the results drastically was, you know, one of the concepts for quantum leaps is that it's apparent, it's simple, it's in front of you. Looking back at it, it should seem like it was right there. Why didn't I do it? And the epiphany moment I had was like, why do I have to know everything? Why can't I get incredible experts like Peter to come in and give you their knowledge and systems? I don't mind, kind of finding incredible people like him, and then having them teach you their systems and their approach. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm thinking is, once we're kind of setting up these systems and we have these 15-minute consultations rolling alongside all the other systems that you have, I know someone, the guy that taught me sales, he's done more than 10 million pounds. I think in USD, it might be around 15, 16 million USD in sales. And he's only around 30 something. So he's done quite a lot in a short amount of time. So he can come in and teach you guys sales. So I'm like, why not leverage other experts? I just want to make sure that you guys get everything you need. But also, on the other hand, I am a big fan of less is more. The less we have, the less complexity we have, the more chances of you guys actually succeeding and not getting into that limbo state of, okay, there's so much to do. Where do I start? How do I do it? I'm a very, very simplistic person. This laptop that I've made every single penny on online is one that I got for work in 2018. Not change the camera, not change the mic. And then, there's people that ask me, hey, do I need some special camera setups and I need some special devices? No, you don't need anything. Just keep it very simple, very easy. But anyway, my point was that this is the definition of a quantum leap. So you might be kind of confused, like, how do we do this? The instructions will be there. Let's follow it. If you have questions, we'll be on this call next week to do the Q&A, and we'll take it one step at a time. Well, yeah, exactly. So it's like, it works. Like, this is all I've ever needed. All my case studies, all my calls I've ever taken on this one laptop. Do not need anything else. Yeah, keep everything simple. 80-20 principle, as in 80% of the results come from 20% of the actions. Not many things in life matter. It's just the basics. Right now, the approach Peter is teaching us is send less outreaches, but have it more personalized, which really connects with those people, soft pitch, get them on a call, and which is very interesting. I didn't know that you didn't want them to have anything on their profile apart from just who they are. I always did, the approach of having your guarantee clearly written in your bio and posting, etc. But okay.
Sorry. That was a misunderstanding. No, you're completely right with that of the profile. It just meant that none of the things that we market will be visible other than the people like in the outreach set. So your connections wouldn't get any type of marketing from it. But I have the section of the profile, and it's like exactly like you're saying it.
Right. Okay, got it. So basically, only the people that you're reaching out to would see it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. So it shouldn't be a problem for the rest of the people here. But yeah, guys, inshallah, we'll end it here. We'll keep it short and simple. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. Hey, I want the new system, and I'll manually send it to you. But I will speak to you guys next week. Assalamu alaikum.
Nice to meet you all.
Welcome, Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.